This program is sponsored by Ashok Niketan. Its silence features
renowned and experienced faculty members,
discipline and perseverance as key motto,
well-equipped labs, science and computer,
diverse scholarship schemes,
transportation facilities as per the needs,
peaceful environment,
student-centered teaching,
counseling and guidance,
regular school parents interaction,
classes through multimedia,
tours, project works, field visit, case study, presentations and seminars.
well-stocked library. Ashok Niketan, Dhangadi, Kailali. I stopped explaining myself when I realized people only understand from their level of perception. Hello everyone and welcome to our Epical TV YouTube channel. You are watching the program, The Voice of Scholars, with your regular host, Ram, and technically supporting me, Anil and Ashok. This program is sponsored by Ashok Niketan and GB Mobile Point, Dhangadi. In this program, we discuss with different scholars and their personal life in relation to their professions. So today we are honored to have one of the great scholars, astrologer, book writer, and teacher of Ashok Niketan, Dr.Bikas. So let me welcome him in our program. At first, welcome to our program, sir, and thank you for joining with us.
Thank you.
How is your life moving on, sir?
My life is moving smoothly, and when I have joined AVN, and then most of the educational qualification I have obtained in this institution, and this institution is a matter of glory for me, and it is like as my life, it play role of oxygen. It is oxygen for my life institution. All of know that importance of the education. I am teacher, and now my sweet only my sweet is not only sweet, it is also blood, and we earn anything by own labor, and I have not taught tuition classes. I have not taken any tuition classes. I teach in only school, our institution. I love my institution. Only I love my institution and our students.
At first, sir, many congratulations for completing PhD in astrology, sir. And how are you feeling by doing PhD?
I am. All the teachers have a goal that he has to complete PhD and have to get doctorate, and I have complete doctorate in my favorite subject, astrology. I am also MA in astrology, and I have completed this one from the Jyotish Vishwavidya Bharati from Ujjain. This is also university, and I have obtained this certificate with.
You did masters in various subjects and discipline, like such as you did in chemistry, astrology, education, philosophy, and psychology, and so on, sir. And you are also the book writer, sir. How did you get inspirations and strength for such a great work?
Main thing, when in my childhood, I have lost my parent when I was very child, and in school life I have eager to be learned. I have to study a lot of book. In my school life also I spend my more of the time in library, but due to the circumstances I have not completed my good education. Only I have completed BSc only, and then we have we have to move hither and thither for my livelihood, and that was the time was very panic times, and that time. So I have one thing in my brain that I have to study, but I have no anything for money. How does I earn money? Money is not matter for me. Only I have to earn when I am. People say that I am qualified science teacher. But I have not earned anything. Only I take salary from school. I have nothing else about except salary. And then I have started to learn here, and I have completed B.Ed in science from Mahatma Gandhi Gramoday Vishwavidyalaya. It is situated in Madhya Pradesh, Satna. Then I have completed M.Ed from Algappa University. I have completed MSc Chemistry in Madurai Kamraj University. I have also completed MA in Psychology from Nalanda Open University, Bihar. Then I have continued my study. Also I have completed MA Philosophy and Religion from Madurai Kamraj University. I have completed my astrology also Osmania University, and MSc in MSc in computer science, MCA in computer from the Hisar University, and in this way I have completed most of the certificate from Indian universities, and Jain Vishwa Bharati from BSc also in computer science. I have B.Ed, BSc. I completed BSc from Bihar University. After it, all the certificate I have obtained after coming in Nepal. All here when I joined AVN, then I have think that what I do. I am teacher. I have enough time. After teaching, I have enough time. I am not involve myself in tuition, because tuition is a type of it is abuses, because one student pay high in private school they study, he pay more money to school, and all the guardian have no good condition, and most are peasants. They earn and they have their livelihood is very difficult in Nepal, but they want to teach their student, their offsprings to in good educational institution, and when they come to my institution, school takes fee. And again I also encourage a student to tuition. It is not good for me. So I think that I have not to earn more money. I have only to take money to maintain my family, and not to collect, not to store in bank, and not. So I have started to study because I take money from the institution, educational institution. So I have some part of it I have to give to the other educational institution, and we have to take increase my qualification. So all the qualification I have obtained after teaching in this institution.
It means you are not in the favor of tuition classes, isn't it? And money is not sufficient.
Not. It is also a means of the exploitation, because you exploit. We teacher have to become such type of role model that other teacher also learn that I am now more than 55 years old, but I am busy to complete my MA in Sanskrit. After it, I have my target is to complete in MA in Hindi and English also, because now I am studying literature. I am interested in literature also, so I am doing Sanskrit, MA in Sanskrit. And because I have enough time, after teaching, what I do? I have no business, I have no land, I am landless, I have no land, I have no any such type of involvement. So what I do? I have leisure time. In leisure time, I am open my book and study. After study, I get some knowledge. Then I think that why not I enroll myself in any university, and why not I get my qualification. There is teacher, they say student labor hard, but at first teacher have to show that he is laborious. I say that to my student, now I am old, but my memory is more sharper than your. Why? Because I am busy. Because brain, nervous system is also increased. It also take growth when you labor, when you utilize it. When you are ideal, you don't use brain. Mostly students say that I am weak in mathematics. Parents say my children are weak in mathematics. Some say weak in science. Why they are weak? I am not. I study Sanskrit. I study all the subjects, every subject. Near about 7 subject. I have master degree in 7 subject. I am doing, but I have because I exercise my brain. I lost my this thumb also. Then I have started to write from my left eye. Even I have given examination from left eye. Examination in MA psychology also I appeared, and that time I also written from my left hand also I used there.
Teachers are the role model of the society, and you have deserved the good qualities to be a scholar. So after these conversations, let's move back to your childhood. How do you recall your childhood in brief, sir?
My childhood was not very satisfactory. It was not bed of roses. When I opened my eye, my father was very general peasant due to some disease. He died after. In that time, I was in only 5th class student. After 2 years, my mother is also died. Lefting my younger brother and my one younger sister. Then after our family was separated from my uncle, my grandmother was alive that time. So we have lived with my uncle and grandmother for some years. I have completed my SLC, matriculation. Then after I started my education in intermediate ISC science. That time I take tuition and then I study. After it I have completed bachelor degree, and after bachelor degree I come to Delhi where we live 2 or 3 years. I started private job in Institute of Chartered Accountancy as a private clerk. There I met one friend from the Tikapur, Nepal. Come with me in Nepal. I will arrange for teaching. Then I come here and I started to teach in Linkma in nearly 2047 BS. After it, here I saw vacancy here. Then I come here. So my childhood is not very good and very panic state that time. I have struggled. I have dig my well and I drink water. So whole life, and the struggle is also chasing me. And here is also struggling. Struggle. What type of? Everywhere we have to face a struggle. Here, why we are learning? Learning here is to satisfy myself. PhD is also to satisfy myself, and 5 and 6 degree I have, and it is not applied anywhere. I know very well, but I satisfy myself that I am MS in chemistry. I am not in intermediate and bachelor level. I am satisfied. I am MA. I am MA in philosophy and other subject, and I am also master in astrology. But all the education is to satisfy myself. It is my interest. Some people take wine, some people take meat to refresh their self, to entertain their self. But I entertain in my university and my book.
You are the teacher of Ashok Niketan. How do you get chance to come in Ashok Niketan, and why do you select teaching profession as your career?
And because I am interested in study, because I am like a bookworm. I get any page fallen on the road, I also pick up and started to read what is written. This habit make me to sit in library, and I am interested to teach a student. In my beginning also, my life is started by teaching, taking tuition. So I am interested. When I become teacher, and I prove myself such type of teacher who cannot take to the last farthing for the student. No any. Now my life, I have not taken single rupees also from my student. Some camps and I give teaching, I teach them, but not take money. Because I have feel, because when I was in SLC student, that time, matriculation student, that time I go to the one teacher for tuition. He said to me that you, at first you paid money, then you will come to teach. That thing is now in my heart like a thorn, and so I in whole life I avoid the tuition in whole life.
Really nice, sir. Today we are with Dr.Bikas Singh, teacher of Ashok Niketan, and this program is sponsored by Ashok Niketan and GB Mobile Point Dhangadi. Now this time for short commercial break. Stay with us. This program is sponsored by Ashok Niketan,
presentations and seminars.
Well-stocked library, Ashok Niketan, Dhangadi, Kailali. Today we are interacting with Dr.Bikas Singh, teacher of Ashok Niketan. And let me welcome him again in our program. Welcome back to our programs.
Thank you. Thank you.
You did PhD in astrology. Actually, in your language, how do you define astrology?
Astrology is the roadmap of the life. Roadmap, and like there is many switches in our house, electric switches. When we switch, some switch can put on the fan, some lamp, and some put off. These 8 planets are also covered our body, and all have its influence in our body. So astrology make man to how they can lead their life. Suppose some summer after 2 years or 3 years, and bad time can come, rainy day will come. How do you protect your money, protect your health, protect your all the existing substances for your rainy day? In this way, suppose it has in foreign countries, in Western countries also, in people come to the astrologer to say that give my date for the birth of my children, because most of the children comes out by the cesarean operation are done, and in very auspicious time demanded by the people from the astrologer. They started to believe when night and day all people know, and the full moon day and the new moon day, these all are related with our astrology. Everything, your earth, moon, sun, planet, and all things are part of the astrology. And astrological science and astrology, it say that how does these planets can affect human behavior. And it is very important in managerial. Suppose its own part is also palmistry also. Suppose any person which little finger is very small and curved, and people say that such type of people are not believable. In your office, and any person that talk with you very softly, talking in very soft, very soft in talking, but when their little finger is curved and very small, he can be dangerous for you. It can be proved dangerous for you. Index finger is longer than longer than your middle finger, longer than your ring finger. Then what happened? That person, if that person is your subordinate, after some time, anyhow he can try to be win over you and sit above to you. This type of very things, and in India and other Western countries, it is started to at the time of interviewing the managers and higher authority. People say your selection board. People of selection board also see your hand, your posture of your hand, how you are curving your hand, how you are talking with him. And these all things are related with the astrology. Now astrology, and it is the part of the psychology also. Astrology and psychology. Psychology is the science of the mind, science of the brain, and according to the brain, according to the thinking of the brain, the lines of hand and your behavior can be changed. So astrology, and generally we say mostly some astrologer is also fake also. Some astrologer, due to such type of astrology has bad name also, due to some because they study one or two books and started to earn money. Have no deep knowledge. When they go in deep inside the astrology, they started to faith on it.
Really, sir, most of the people think that forecasting others' futures, they are just telling lie. They are taking as the fake information. So how far is it accurate in our day-to-day lives?
Yeah, it may be accurate. Suppose you go to for doctor, he prescribes some medicine. You take medicine because he is MBBS, MD, and MS. He is highly qualified, but sometimes their medicine cannot work on your body because you are special in this universe. There is no other like as you. Sometime astrologer also fail. Sometime fail because sometime person is mental combination of person is very complex natured person. In that time, suppose he thinks other thing. He is thinking about his salary, employment, and he are asking about the question about the children. But their brain and their mouth both are not in concentrate, not in one line. In that case, astrologer can fail because anything, suppose anything in astrology can be commanded by the mental ability. One good astrologer have to be of strain, wine, meat, and other, and having avoid lying, false saying also. Most of people take wine, take fish, flesh, and then say that I am astrologer, and use colored clothes and live in very highly comfortable rooms, and started to foretelling, start their business. That is business. They cannot be fruitful. They cannot give accurate decision and accurate result. But in my house, anybody, generally I not keep busy myself in astrology also. But anybody, any person who came to me, I have satisfied him. My forecasting become 100% accurate. I don't take money, and I am not greedy to earn more money. I come needy. I only give any forecasting for only needy person. Some people come to check me, he know or not. Then I know that he is checking. I say anything else that come in my brain. I say it will happen or not happen, and it may be good or right. But any needy person have come here, he cannot get empty from here. I have given suggestion, I have given remedies, and I have given forecasting, all become 100% accurate. And these all things and this type of forecasting have encouraged me. So at first I started diploma in astrology from Madurai Kamraj, then diploma in astrology I started from Allahabad University. Rajarshi Tandon Open University, Allahabad, and then I have completed MA in Osmania University. In this way, I have completed. I am interested. Then I have I have thought that why not I complete PhD also in it, and after retirement, if I am PhD, can I write Dr. Bikash? I can write and start my some business also, but not such type of business in which the people are suppressed. People, when smoothly he can give anything 1 to 10, I can receive it. If you are unable to give me, okay, thank you, because this is the God-gifted thing. It is only to donate. It is only to give, not to give and take.
Astrology is generally based on planets. Do you think is there any kinds of relationship between our human body and planets and its effect?
Very nice question, because there is 12 zodiacal signs, and each zodiacal signs is related with our body. For example, Aries. Aries is related with our head. It denotes our head. After Aries, Taurus. It is related with our shoulder. Then comes the Gemini. It is related with our arms. Then comes the Cancer. It is related with our chest. Then comes to Leo. Leo is also related with our waist. After it, Gemini, and in this way, last is the Pisces. It is related with our feet. And if there is, at the time of the birth, the rising, at the time of birth, rising sign of zodiac indicate our head part. Our head, that is called the ascendant. In Nepali we can say lagan. And according to ascendant, the structure of head depends. Then after, in second, that is called the house of the wealth, and it also indicate it is the house of the family, and it is also indicate your soldier also. This type, all the planet occupies our part of the body. Any type of element takes place in our body, we can find out if such type of part of our body is going wrong. It is not in order, it is in disorder due to the malefic effect of such and such planet. So it is wholly related, integrated with our body, integrated. Every planet has occupied our part of the body. And sometimes we feel, if you have no anything to eat but you are happy, sometimes you have enough to eat but you are very sorry, you get difficulty, you are sad. You have everything but you are sad. I have nothing but I am happy. Why? And one person, your mood is also changing due to the moon. Moon is called Manso Jata Chandra. Chandrama, due to the moon, the man, soul, and our feeling can be changed. In this way, our body is totally covered by the planet.
Can you relate the ideas of and principle of astrology in education? What can be the importance of astrology in education sectors?
Very good question, because I have completed my PhD in horoscope and profession. It is mostly related with our education. Suppose one student is very poor in mathematics, and now we see their horoscope, his horoscope, we get that his Mercury is very poor. If Mercury is poor, he cannot do better in mathematics. Then guardian will know that their son is weak in mathematics. He go to tutor and start tuition. But now with tuition, it is also important, it's remedial treatment also. How do you improve the power of the Mercury? It can be improved by donating something to the Brahman, or using gems, you can increase. Some are not speaking clearly, blurring in speech. Why? Here is also problem due to the Mercury. You improve Mercury, and in this way, some are going to be researcher, want to be scientific work and to be do better in science. And now we have to observe Saturn. If Saturn is poor, he cannot be PhD, he cannot be doing science, he cannot get name and fame in the field of science. And so if guardian want to their son become good in science and research work, they have to improve their Saturn. For it, how does it can be Saturn? Go to consult with the good astrologer. Here, career counseling, it is the best means of the career counseling. In any type of problem, school and institution facing with a student, he is very notorious, he is very nutty, he cannot obey principal, he cannot obey teacher, cannot obey coordinator. What is matter? Now his Mars is a very high position, the Mars, and it cannot be controlled. Mars is called the commander of the army, god, commander of the, like as the commander of chief of the army, such type of very powerful. Then it is very powerful. It cannot be quenched by beating and by other means. Why? We have to control the Mars. How does control to Mars? Go to the astrologer and he can give you path, and it can become, it comes in very peaceful condition. That they are very, it is important, but people are now ignored. They only any type of problem, such type disease, and if they have go to foreign, and if their daughter and son are not married in time, then they will come. And in the case of the student, his father, math is poor, science is poor, they only remember tutor and go there. No any astrological treatment in that time. Teacher will only teach, but here planets are not taking that thing. Then how does the student can prosper in education, how can do better?
Really nice information regarding this point, sir. So we are at the end of our program, sir. What suggestion would you like to give to our audience who are the stakeholder of education as an astrologer and as a teacher?
And as a teacher, we have to teach honestly everywhere. And you are only teacher for job, and you are only teacher for livelihood. It very short term, you cannot get reputation. To take reputation, you have to be devoted teacher. You have to enhance your knowledge always. You have to study always, and you only most of the teacher have habit that they have enough time, but the time can be passed in other work, to abusing other, and if anyone can be passed and have succeed in MA, PhD, only abusing, that is nothing. This can be, we can also do, but I am not trying it. This one fake, and that is good, and by only they are only have discussing, but passing their time. Don't pass. I say to my all the teacher, don't pass your time. You be ideal teacher. You teach a student honestly, and according to astrology, if a student, and here guardian also, mostly guardian also can be observing this program also. I say to guardian, because in beginning, if your children are poor in mathematics, science, and any subject, and very disturbing, and they disturbs in your house and in school also, then you also complain in school, as well as you also consult with good and good astrologer with horoscope. And here at first you have to find out good and the bad astrologer. Here there is no academic qualification, only 2 or 3 books have studied and become astrologer, and have hang the board that I am astrologer, I am Trikaldarshi, I am such and such, and in this way, this can be only fake astrologer can be cheat you, and it can disturb you, and you misguide to you. So you take you send your student in good educational institution, because every educational institution will take money. It cannot be teach your children in free. So at first you have to choose good educational institution. Then if you have to take astrology.
Today we had with us one of the great scholars, astrologer, teacher of Ashok, Dr. Bikas Singh. Thank you very much to Ashok and GB Mobile Point for sponsoring our program. Thank you everyone for watching our program, and thank you very much to Anil and Ashok for their technical support. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our Apical TV YouTube channel. Thank you. See you again.